Folks at Musical Sampling have brought us some amazing instruments over the years. We've got Trailer Brass, I think was the first one that I was introduced to, and it's got some great sound design brass. They also did a bunch of strings libraries, Adventure Strings, Adventure Brass. Their new series here has been exploring things that are a little more oriented towards songwriting. And I think that they lend themselves both to cinematic and pop sensibilities, but it works well for scoring applications that are kind of songs written for screen. And this particular instrument is the Memories piano. And it's got 3 pianos and some sound design pieces that, some pads, some noise. You've got things like some pedal noises. Okay, this one is easier to hear. Love the piano percussion. Really simple interface. Runs in contact, I think 581. Let's start by taking a listen to this Bohemian. First of all, here's the pedal sound. Really bright, clear sound. These are really storytelling pianos. It surprises me how evocative they can be. With just a few notes. Intimate felt. This one is the one that most speaks to me with kind of that lo-fi sensibility that's popular now. There's that pedal. Very characterful. What you might want to do if you want to hear the hammer sounds, then press very lightly, especially up in the upper range of the keyboard, the upper half or so. And depending on the action of your keyboard, if it's a little softer like mine, you might have to play a little bit harder to get some of those notes to really speak. Because it's a very shy piano sound, I think. We've also got the home piano. This one is a little cheerier. The Aleatoric clean guitar patch that they include is pretty cool too. It's practical and useful, but it's also very simple. It's very straightforward and limited in what it can do. This one is an ambient noise floor that you can control with the mod wheel here. And, you know, that kind of thing speaks to the lo-fi sensibility as well. I think that a lot of the lo-fi stuff that's been happening uses some of these pianos and expects a little noise to be introduced. And the manual even, or the web page even suggests sort of bringing that up in between phrases to kind of give that pulsing effect as if there's been a compressor kind of pushing the noise into the room a little bit between phrases. Then we've got these auras. I call them pads, but they're definitely, auras is a nice name for them. They work really nice kind of in the middle range of the keyboard. They can also be used for drones down here. Or kind of ethereal atmospheres. And that's with none of the extra reverb added. That one was called Contrition. Then we've got Solace. Again, you can use these as drones, or, you know, they can have a little bit of a spooky atmosphere if you choose those notes, or they can have a little bit of a happy atmosphere. Here's a little bit of a sad feel. Or you can do something a little happier. Or you can do something a little eerie and spooky with them. This one's called Tabula Rasa. It's got a little bit more of, you know, that clean, kind of refreshing bell-like tone. And again, you can control these pretty easily with a little added reverb if you want more tail, and the CC if you want more mod control. And then we've got this cool piano percussion. I love things like this. It reminds me of one of the things that they did called Medusa, which was a drum, it was a drum kit, but with sound design pieces. Check out some of these cool sounds from the piano percussion. First section here is kind of these bass drums. But where it really shines, I think, is kind of in this section. So you get a little kick drum. And then you've got some knocks here in the middle. And then a bunch of cool little knocks up here as well. Still pretty ambient even when you take off the reverb. And you can hear that some of these are kind of a double knock. Very cool addition to an already pretty neat package here. I think this is a real hidden gem in this, and I know I'll be using it a lot. And that really wraps it up for the Memories piano from Musical Sampling. This is available for Contact, the full version of Contact. Normal price is $79. I think it's pretty reasonable considering what you're getting, especially if you're into this kind of songwriting, lo-fi, nostalgic piano kind of sensibility. It's really useful for that kind of stuff. And they're so well dialed in. You know, there are so many other pianos out there, and sometimes it's hard getting just the right blend of the character that you want. Really hope I've helped demonstrate some of the things that this can do. There's plenty of other demos on the site as well. It's available at the Musical Sampling website, and it's also available at the Pulse store. You can download it using the Pulse downloader. Thanks for taking the time to check out the video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.